Just about ready for baseball on MLB Network as you get a look at beautiful Yankee Stadium in Bronx, New York. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Miami Marlins and the New York Yankees. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. Masahiro Tanaka will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Tanaka right now is the best of all of their starting pitchers. Good fastball, 92 to 94. Best pitch is the split finger. He'll throw it early. He'll throw it often. If he has the good split, these hitters are in for a long night.
Digging in, Miguel Rojas. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, strike one.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. What's the key for them tonight, Hero?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
First offering on its way. Now a splitter starts things off with a called strike one. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes again, 1-2. Liner in there for a base hit.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Stepping in now, number 47. And he popped him up. Gregorius onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting fourth, the third baseman.
Here's Starlin Castro. In past meetings with Tanaka, he hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. And that misses for ball one. Tanaka is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
On the ground to second for Torres, and he is in there.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery, made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
Here's the 0-2. Fouled away. Slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. Marlins strand a pair, and now Caleb Smith, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
The 0-1. Right side, hit hard. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Batting second, the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Here's big Aaron Judge. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Weak grounder down the line at third. Fielded cleanly. There's one, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first. So a runner on first with 1 out now. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now. First pitch on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something bell high that you can get loose on.
But he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Aaron Judge has in store. We all know he's just a great baseball player. He's one of the elite players in the game, and it's always a privilege to see him do his thing. Hopefully he does just that in this one.
First offering on its way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Judge is off of first with 2 away. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. 2 out with the man at first. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off. And it's fouled away. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. And he'll take no chances here as he swipes this ball away. It stays a foul ball. And he struck him out. A 10-pitch battle, but he finally wears him down as the inning is over. At the plate, Jorge Alfaro will be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Alfaro.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball one. Up top, it's 2-0. Popped up. LeMahieu has a play. One away.
Batting 7. The designated hitter, Curtis Granderson.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Batting 8.
Stepping up to the plate, number one. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is low, ball one. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
There to take it is Gardner, and there are two away now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So a runner at first with two away. And up next, the Miami area native Lewis Brinson. No balls and one strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Miguel.
Ready for another chance? Miguel Rojas. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A swing and a ground ball to third. And he'll get in there safely.
You know, Dero, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're trying to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Magneuris Sierra is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Their count now at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Marlins leave all three. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton.
Leading
He's
off
set to
for
lead
the
off the
Yankees,
home half of the second.
the left fielder, Giancarlo.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes.
Ball one, no strikes.
To short. Rojas has it. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Check out the Miami Marlins on
The designated
defense.
hitter.
You want to talk
Edwin.
about shutting a running game down?
Edwin.
The guy behind the dish has an absolute cannon. I mean, you will not see guys get but two-step lead off first base today.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on,
Batting
looking
seven.
for a dead red
The
piece
center
of cheese
fielder.
middle of the plate,
Red.
and he didn't miss it.
Gardner.
Here's Brett Gardner now as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Count is 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All
Batting
he wants
eight.
to do is get on
The
base
third
and take
baseman,
advantage of the
Theo
strength of his game, which is his
Urshela.
speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
First offering on its way. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders. Into the box now, number 47. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Number 47.
First delivery to him on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Ball even at 2-2. Popped him up. Romine waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
The third baseman,
That's
number
exactly
13.
what they wanted out of that
Darling
pitch up in the zone.
Castro.
They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop out. Well executed pitch there.
Into the box, Starlin Castro. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Tanaka's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No. So digging in now, Austin Romine. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Austin Romine.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
The 0-1 on its way. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Walker will put this one away for route number 1.
Now batting, first baseman.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. A base hit in his first trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Now at the plate, Aaron Judge reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Here's the first pitch to him. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Hit hard back up the middle. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Alfaro, as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
0-1, here it comes. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Alfaro on at first, nobody out. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Standing in now, number 1, as Tanaka jumps ahead of him here at strike 1. flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
No balls,
he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. And he'll just waste one there. 1 and 2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0 and 2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing a bat at that pitch.
LeMahieu moving to his left, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The center fielder, number 9.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Now a slider down the middle, but laid off. And he fouls this one off. Tanaka pauses. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Scooped up. And that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Now in the box, Torres. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Torres, a 22-year-old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Brinson's in pursuit. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Giancarlo Stanton now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey.
And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Edwin Encarnacion now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
In now, Brett Gardner. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yeah. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Luis Cessa, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
the left fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Magneuris Sierra, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
1-2, here it comes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Hard on the ground towards short. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8th, 9th hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Austin Romine will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Hit on the ground toward the left. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, Matt, back-to-back base knocks right off the bat here. As we take a look at the numbers, you see they aren't that bad, but he's definitely got into a no-out jam here. We'll see if he can get out of it.
As a look, now the pitch. Fouled away. A 1 pitch on its way. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2. Urshela at second, Romine at first with no outs. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
The 1-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So a 3-run shot to left center as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, that ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Didi Gregorius. Line, but speared on a hop. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Torres. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the 2nd or 3rd time in a game.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Hit sharply on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, and I think he might have lulled himself into a false sense of security out there. Prior to this inning, he was pitching a shutout, but now he's starting to look a little off.
Now batting, Giancarlo Stanton. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
This is where you step out, adjust the batting gloves, and take a deep breath. You have to slow the moment down. I know you want to be a hero, but that pitch right there, a great executed changeup, had this batter way out in front.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Hard hit toward the hole. And Stanton's aboard. It's a base hit.
Wow, his manager must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's given up 5 hits in this inning alone, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon.
Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
Hey, be thankful the batter was sitting on something else, or that pitch might have went a long way. Those cement mixers, you get the barrel to them, they can be torched.
Now the 0-1. Grounded weakly down the line. Oh, it's off the third base bag. Oh, and this is kicked out there by Castro. And they won't get an out here, but the trade-off will be that by hitting the bag, it may very well have prevented a run from scoring.
Hey, that wasn't the prettiest of swings, guys, right there. That's not how you usually draw it up, but that's a line drive in the box score the next day.
Well, now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Chen, a native of Taiwan. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Comes set, the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero. But this is where you got to tell yourself to relax a little bit. I had an old coach tell me one time, when the bases are loaded, just concern yourself with getting the guy in from third.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Another look at the big blow for the Bombers. A 3-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's now 3-0 New York. So stepping in, Starlin Castro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
Line to the right side. Judge moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a line shot that's going to get over the head of Gregorius and on into left center for a base hit. He'll get it into second, and he is safe at second base as he legs out a double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Pitch too high, and that's over the catcher's head. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Walker stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. Waiting next is Curtis Granderson. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Now batting, designated hitter, Curtis
Popped him up.
Granderson.
Romine is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. At the plate, number 1. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. The 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that misses.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Marlins strand a pair. They trail in this one 3-0. Standing in, Gio Urshela. He's set to start it out for the Yanks here in the 6th.
Gio Urshela.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That's by him for strike one.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Fly ball out toward left center field. On the run is Brinson. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Next for New York, Austin Romine. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Strike one to start the at-bat. 3 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Grounded to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
2 away now in the Yankees 6th, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. Lays off 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's 2-0 now.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. Aaron Judge will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. 0-1 the count. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Runner goes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder has a beat on it, and that retires the side. 1 left for the Yankees, but they lead it 3-0. Standing in, Lewis Brinson. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. 2 balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And that won't find the zone either. So speed on base here to begin the inning. It's a 4-pitch walk.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Here's another 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle. This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball is put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
3-1 to the Marlins left fielder.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
Barehanded for 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Into the box, number 47, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Sierra leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning to 2-2 now. Liner toward right center and call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The third baseman.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least.
Tommy Canley will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Number 48, Tommy Canley.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Ball 1.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that would strike.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Marlins strand a pair. They trail it here. Striding into the box, Didi Gregorius. Career numbers against Chen. He's gone 2 for 8.
Gregorius.
Ball 1.
No strike.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Liner towards second. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Labor.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Torres. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses. Strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. Working for the punch out and the offering. Runs up and gets this one down. Now to the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Now the 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Edwin Encarnacion is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Long run for the right fielder, but it's over his head, and it pops the wall for a ground rule double.
There's one of the disadvantages right there to the ground rule double rule. With the runner on first, more than likely if the ball stays in the ballpark, he's going to easily be able to score. But once it bounces over the fence, it's only third base for that base runner.
Coming to the plate now, Brett Gardner. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Now A good throw in will hold that second runner at third base, so they're at the corners now with 2 away.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that same situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Bureau, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up, and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Number 1 is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Yankees trying to pick things up where we left off. Neil Walker, his career numbers against this pitcher. He's 1 for 2.
Walker.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 1-2. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Judge facing back. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run here for Neil Walker as they get on the board. It's 4-1 now.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Standing in now, Jorge Alfaro. Yes, he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. No outs, nobody on. A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Now
striding forward now is the DH, Curtis Granderson. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. No balls and a strike to count. Behind 0-2 now. Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone. Ready now for the Marlins. Number 1. He flew out in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Fouled off.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely
looking at a fastball to end the inning. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees into the box now. Austin Romine.
Leading off for the Yankees, the catcher, Austin.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Hit high and deep to right center. Under it is the right fielder. 1 out.
The batter.
Stepping up now, DJ LeMahieu. First offering on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall.
That was pretty obvious in live action that ball was hit hard, and after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo, an impressive swing of the bat.
In now, Aaron Judge. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And it's gone. All rise, Aaron Judge, a 2-run shot, his second of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, based on the past performances of both teams, we thought it might end like this. This was a mismatch on paper before the game, and now it's a mismatch on the field during the game.
Tayron Guerrero answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Number 56, Tayron Guerrero.
Into the box now, Didi Gregorius.
Now batting, shortstop.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Still only one out in the inning. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Nope.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. This is pulled into right. Number 47 is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Struck out after whiffing on a bunt attempt in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he just straight up whiffed on that 2-strike bunt attempt. And not to be too critical, but it wasn't the best of looks either.
In there, a base hit.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. The 1-0. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. It's now 6-1 in favor of New York. So striding in, Lewis Brinson. It was a walk in his last trip. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
2 balls and a strike to count. In the air, out to right. Judge moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The batter, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Miguel Rojas. He's 1 for 4 for the game. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. 3-1 to the Marlins middle infielder. Magneuris Sierra waits on deck. This is lifted into the air out towards center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Up next for Miami, Magneuris Sierra. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And that'll get down for a base hit. The throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Now batting.
At the plate, number 47. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way. In there, 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball. Miami down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, this might not have been what he expected. I'm not sure he expected to have to go 7 outs to get the save, but hey, he did, and he iced the victory.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. The Yanks used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Luis Cessa earns the victory on the mound. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 6 runs, 17 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 40.